Good morning, 9:39 here on A Morning. Time to introduce you to, not a relatively new artist, but she has been around for a while, and hopefully you have heard of her, and if you haven't, well, you are about to. Prita Chhabra, but in the, I guess in the vein of Sting or Madonna, you just go by one name, Prita.
Yeah.
Okay. In fact, that's their website.
Yeah, PritaMusic.com.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, you really don't have any roots. You're born in Montreal, but spent some time there, Orlando, Ottawa, Toronto.
Yeah.
So what is home for you? The earth is home.
No, yeah, right. Home is where I feel comfortable singing. The stage, that's my home, the stage.
Okay. You're still in your 20s. You have accomplished so much. Who wrote this bio? Someone's lying. Like traveling to Malawi and Africa, and also singing at Raptors games and national anthems for the Jays.
Yeah.
Off to Orlando this later next month.
I'll be doing the Orlando Christmas Parade, and I'll also be singing the anthem at an Orlando Magic game.
How does that happen? Good agents, good managers?
I guess I did it once, and I did really well, and this word just spread. My stuff is on YouTube as well, so I guess people are seeing it and asking for me to come back and sing again. So
very cool.
It's exciting.
And singing the national anthem, I understand, is one of the hardest things to do.
You know what? It's really, really nerve-wracking because it's the song that everybody knows.
Well, they think they do, and they get up there and they forget the words.
Yeah, well, because you get so nervous. You get very nervous, and it's, I mean, when I did the NBA game, Orlando Magic, I just felt this big compared to all these tall players. And I remember just standing there like, oh my God, and the arena is so big, and everything is just so, I'm 5'2", I'm this little girl, I'm just like, oh my goodness. And I remember one of the basketball players, he's spinning a basketball in his finger, and he's like, you ready? And I was like, yes. But then after I sang, I felt much taller than them.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you're 5'2", but you have a lot of energy and a lot of, yeah, no kidding. The type of music, it's, you know, your roots, you were born in Canada, but a little bit of an Indian roots there.
Yes.
And traditionally that music is Bhangra.
Yeah.
That music is Punjabi.
Yeah.
And you have a little bit of that spice in with throwing some pop and rock in there.
Yeah. I love Western pop music. I grew up listening to Bette Midler. She was my first influence. And my parents would try to get me to do this Indian music stuff and get me to, I rebelled, obviously. But I did sing at the temples every Sunday, and the tabla, the harmonium, the sitar, all those sounds are still in my head.
That's hard to do, though, the tabla.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very hard.
But they're there in my head, so when a song comes to me, it doesn't come just as a pure Western song. It'll have these little Indian influences, and if it suits, I try to stick it in there as much as I can.
Okay, so obviously producing then, you want to be in control of your music, and you hear something.
I hear in my head. It's kind of like musical schizophrenia or something, but songs just come to me. I'll be driving or I'll be cleaning my clothes or something, and I will hear a full song. Like, I won't have to think about lyrics. They just come to me. The melody, the instrumentation, everything's there. The hard part is going to a producer and saying, this is what I hear. I hear, and they're like, okay, what's that, right? And I don't have the knowledge to produce myself yet. Something I want to get into in my future career, I guess. But it's fun. It's really, really fun.
Well, obviously, you're doing something right. You have, you know, a lot of stuff under your belt. Let's concentrate on tomorrow. It's World AIDS Day. You've seen firsthand the plight of HIV and AIDS in Africa and Malawi.
Yes. I did a research study trip there. My life was just totally changed when I went there. I'd never even been camping before. I stayed in a rural village with no electricity, no running water. My toilet was a little hole in the ground, and bathing with a pail of water, and I just saw a lot of poverty. I saw how HIV/AIDS was such a big problem in the world and how it isn't discussed necessarily on our side of the world. So it's really my mission to go out there and let people know, you know, December 1st is World AIDS Day. Wear your red ribbons, show support, and be aware of global issues. I think it's really important because I came back with a greater appreciation for my life. And there's a lot of things I wasn't doing in my life that I should have been doing just because I was too scared. I went to Malawi, I saw how little opportunity they had, and how, like, if they had just given just a little bit of opportunity, they could make so much out of their lives. So that's why I'm here.
We're looking at some pictures from this trip now to Malawi. And yeah, you said it best. Tomorrow is World AIDS Day. Wear a red ribbon and show your support. And you know, a lot of it's dialogue, a lot of it is talking about it, a lot of it is donating, and there's more than enough HIV/AIDS charities out there that could certainly use any support.
Definitely.
But yeah, I know, you know, someone like Alicia Keys, when she did a fact-finding mission to go to Africa and spent some time with HIV/AIDS kids, kids afflicted with it, she came back a different person and then made that her life's endeavor.
Yeah, it's really important, and we do need to talk about it. It is it's not even just a problem in Africa, it's a problem here in Canada too. And
Sure.
the youth needs to know that, and people need to know that, and they need to be safe, and they need to have, there's so much stigma, and people think it's only a problem for Africa, and they see these poor, stricken people, and they're like, oh, it doesn't affect me, it's not my problem.
No,
But
at least we have drugs.
yeah, exactly.
They have nothing.
Exactly. And the most important thing is there's still no cure, which is a huge, big misconception. People think there is a cure. People think you can just take medicine and you'll be fine. But it's like being on chemotherapy every single day. It's not a way to live. And my whole goal is I'm teaming up with CanFAR as well, and their whole goal is to find a cure through research.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to do, spread the word about that.
God bless you, Prita. We've talked about the music enough. We'll hear some music coming up a little
Yes.
bit later.
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.
But good morning to you. It is 9:44. Please stay with us. The music of Prita coming your way after the break. Approaching 10 to 10, we talked to Prita just before the break. We're actually going to hear Prita sing now. Talk about the song. Is it about what you experienced in Malawi?
Yes, it's one of the songs they actually taught me. It's called God Be With You. It's sung in Chichewa, which is the language that they speak there, and English as well. And they actually gave me the confidence to follow my singing dreams 100%. So every show that I do, I sing this song in honor of them, in honor of everything they gave me, and to spread the word about their stories as well. So I think they'll be so pleased to know that I'm singing it on this side of the world.
I think they're watching right now on satellite.
Yeah.
Or if they can access YouTube. I'm sure it'll be on YouTube. What was it about that community? I know you dealt with a lot of kids affected with HIV
Yeah.
and AIDS.
It was just, I stayed at Makupo village, and I just met so many different people, villagers, farmers, orphans, nurses, doctors, and they had such an appreciation for life, and they had so little, and they just really touched me, and I just want to do as much as I can to help them.
Okay, in your way is perhaps music and talking about
Yes,
things.
just getting people aware. And I mean, I think the main reason why they were so pleased that I took interest in learning a song in their language is because they felt like someone was paying attention, that their problems weren't ignored. And so I don't want them to ever feel ignored.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to the music right now. We'll bring the mic closer to you. And Prita, the floor is yours.
Thank you. God be with you till we meet again. By his counsel's guide uphold you. With his sheep securely fold you. God be with you till we meet